Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? So today I'm working on a new hexagon cardigan. However, I did not finish our last hexagon cardigan either. I did unfortunately run out of yarn, and Walmart is also out of the yarn. It's a Lion Brand's ombre. Oh, hello, sir. Hello. You gonna join us? Hi, Vlad! Hello, we got a Bootsy here. I don't know how much he's gonna stay on my lap. I have Vapor Rub on my chest, and so I don't know if that's gonna bother him. Oh, we got him to stay. He's gonna stay. It was really weird. I got home from work this morning, and he didn't greet me. He might have been under the blanket, so he was like slowly getting out still. That's why. But then, like, I had to get something out of the office here, and I just like ran in and ran out. And he was like all puffed up, like something spooked him. Don't know what it was, but something did. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Yeah. So we are immediately not gonna start crocheting. We will be petting the Bootsy. Yeah. Hi. If you can't hear my voice, I am a tad bit sick. This is day 2. My lymph nodes are less swollen today, which is always great. Like, they don't hurt like they did yesterday. Like, they're still like, I can feel them, but they're not like painful. Where yesterday they were painful. But I got like a neti pot, so I did a neti pot last night and today. But I may be blowing my nose a bit through the stream, so just mindful of that. I got some hand sanitizer here with me. Yeah. Sir's getting his cuddles in right away. Aren't you? But sir, are you gonna let me crochet? Also, I discovered something I can do with this chair. I can lean back in the chair and then I can like lock it back. Oh, I didn't. There we go. I can lean back. Oh, I don't think I'm actually hitting the... There we go. But yeah, I can lean back and crochet now. Look at this. Alright, Bootsy. I'm gonna do some crocheting. You good with that? I am almost done with this side. Sir. 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 I am almost done with this half of the cardigan. My goal is 16 rows around. My arm rests are uneven. It's bothering me. But yeah, I'm shooting for 16 rows around, and I'm currently should be working on 15. But I'm gonna recline a bit because I learned I can, and it's relaxing. And we got Bootsy in the lap. Here, I know what we can do. But yeah, I'm feeling better than I did yesterday. Yesterday was rough, but I also just, depending on like how tired I get, like how I'm feeling as we go, I might end stream earlier than normal because I do want to make sure I'm getting enough rest. Because I have plans this weekend and I want to be well enough to be able to do them. Bootsy's not going to like these plans because he's going to be home alone for a night. Yeah. Oh. He's decided he doesn't want to sit with me. Sad. Oh, lean forward a bit. There we go. What else? But yeah, we're doing like a girls' night sleepover at one of my coworkers' place, so that'll be fun. We're all getting really excited for it. She has a hot tub, so we're gonna chill in the hot tub. We're gonna do some thrift shopping, so very cutesy kind of vibes. Recently, I started playing Resident Evil 7. I know Resident Evil 9 Requiem just came out, so I won't give spoilers to that, but I did start playing 7. I am almost done with it. I am going through the boat right now, so cranking through that game. Yeah, it's we're hoping it's gonna be fun. Just a true girls' night kind of thing. Relaxing. So I gotta get better, you know? I gotta be healthy for this. They rent, my coworker rents, but the place they rent has a hot tub, so we'll just chill out there. I'm probably gonna pack tomorrow night for it, so then I don't have to worry too much on Saturday. Bring some crochet probably, because that's just how I be. Maybe bring a card game or something. I only have one card game, so it'll probably be that. I could bring some, like, euchre or cribbage, or, like, just decks of cards, and we could play some euchre, maybe cribbage. That would be fun. Because I know we've talked about teaching. I know two of my coworkers and we've talked about teaching the others about how to play euchre. Because there's 4 of us, so it's perfect for four-handed cribbage. If there were 5 of us, we could also play sheep's head. So even if there's a 5th person, but there won't be a 5th person this weekend, so. But there are 5 of us that work together. But one's a guy, so he's not gonna be at the girls' night sleepover. So we'll just do like cribbage or euchre probably. Thrifting is gonna be fun. One of my coworkers, it's currently Ramadan, so we'll be doing later. Yeah, sheepshead is hard. I will say, like, sheepshead. It's very much like euchre. Like, so it's like if you know euchre, it's not hard. If you don't know euchre and you don't know sheepshead, it's really hard. I feel like. But sheepshead is hard in the sense of you have to memorize the order of the cards. Like, it's not a super logical order for the power of the suits. Whereas, like, euchre makes sense because, like, is logical in the sense of, okay, it's red, your red cards are power, like, whatever suit is trump is your powerful suit, and then jacks. And the order is, jack of the same suit, jack of the opposite colors, or same color, opposite, remaining same color suit, ace, king, queen, 10, 9. So, like, that makes sense. Yeah, it's like you need like I feel like when you're starting, you need a printout of the raking because I think it's like Queen of Clubs, Queen of Spades, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Diamonds. It might the diamonds and hearts might be switched around. I don't remember. I think no, I think it's Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Hearts. I'm gonna try to say this by memory, and then it's the jacks in that same order, and then kings, queens, or king. Okay, so it's 32 cards because you play with hold on, what cards are in? Yeah, you play with queens or kings through sevens. And euchre is only through nines, right? And then it's Queen of Clubs, Queen of Spades, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Diamonds, Jack of Clubs, Jack of Spades, Jack of Hearts, Jack of Diamonds. And then it's the rest are all the diamonds for trump, and it's Ace 10, King 9, 8 7. And then the power of the suits go Ace 10, King 9, 8 7 once trump is gone. And whenever like you deal with 6 people, and whoever calls trump, whoever calls the like picks up or says they could win with their hand, whoever claims they can, whoever has the jack of diamonds in their hands would be their partner. And if you are calling that and you have the jack of diamonds, then it's jack of spades, jack, and up, so on and so forth, until probably queen of clubs, because that's as high as you can go. But then you also get point, like the cards have points, whereas euchre, you play, your game is not the hand. You're like Sheep's Head is like an individual hand is a whole game, whereas euchre, you have multiple hands to win the game. So Sheep's Head, it feels like it's very quick on rounds, like on games, because you can play a lot very quickly. But it's whichever team gets 60 or greater points. Like the team calling the the pair that's working together, they want to get 61 points or more, and everyone else is working together to make sure that pair does not get 61 points or 60 or more points. However, every other person also wants to win points. So like you can't fully pair up with the remaining people at the table, because if you don't win any points, then you do lose. Even if the pair does not get 61 points. Yeah, my dad tried teaching us this summer. I'm surprised how much I remember of it. Like for having only played it like a handful of times, because it was my mom, my dad, my 2 brothers, and I playing. Because was it? Yeah. How many players play Sheep's Head? Yeah, it's a 5-player game, not 6-player. My dad always plays it with 6 people, and then the dealer of the hand is out for that round. Like, they just deal the cards so that things feel fair. But yeah, it's like really hard to remember. It was fun. My middle brother was quite frustrated with it. He was like, this doesn't make any sense. But he's also really competitive. So I think the fact that like he wasn't winning was more frustrating for him than like actually learning the game. Whereas for me, I was just like, it's euchre but weird. And I also was like picking up my dad's strategies. It also helped. So the first round, I called Trump. I picked up the play, made the play, and my dad was immediately my partner. And I knew it was him, even though he didn't reveal he had the Jack of Diamonds. I knew it was him, specifically because it was the first round and he didn't show me he had the Jack of Diamonds. And since everyone else was new, I knew that it had to be my dad, because none of us, my siblings and I did not have strategy yet to, like, do this. So it had to be my dad. But yeah, euchre is really fun. That's what I typically play. If there's 3 of us, we can do 3-person cribbage. 2 of us, cribbage. That's typically what my family does. But since there's 4 of us, I think, and some of us do already know euchre, I think we'll teach them euchre, the ones that don't. Because it's a fun game. And it's a lot easier than Sheep's Head. Because it just makes more sense. I don't know why. It makes more sense. It's logical. There is a very consistent order to what Trump is. Yeah. I also feel like I could teach it. I don't know if I could teach Sheep's Head yet. Slapjack? Are you saying play Slapjack? I haven't played Slapjack in so long. There actually was, my high school had a card game unit where they just taught us card games. Suffice it to say, I did not learn that many card games. I didn't. I think I learned euchre, and I didn't remember euchre until my dad retaught it to me. I am both really good and really bad at euchre. I think that's technically a different game. Hold on. I think that's technically a different game. It's Egyptian, not African. Deal cards one at a time face down to each player until all the cards have been dealt evenly. Without looking at any cards, each player squares up their hands into the neat pile in front of them. Starting to the left of the dealer player pulls the top card off their pile and places it face up in the middle. If the card played is a number card, the next player puts down a card too. This continues around the table until someone pulls a face card or an ace. No, Slapjack is very similar. It's probably like the exact same thing, except you only slap on jacks. This is you slap on all face cards. When a face card or an ace is played, the next person in the sequence must play another face card. Hold on, wait, what? Continues around until when a face card or an ace is played, the next person in the sequence must play another face card or an ace in order to play to continue. If the next person in the sequence does not play a face card or an ace within their allotted chance, the person who played the last face card or an ace wins the round and the whole pile goes to them. The winner begins the next round. The only thing that overrides the face card or an ace rule is the slap rule. The first person to slap the pile of cards when the slap rule is put into effect is the winner of that round. If it cannot be determined who was the first to slap the pile, the person with the most fingers on top wins. And here are the slap rules. Double. When two cards of equivalent value are laid down consecutively, example, like a 5 and then a 5 is laid down. Sandwich, when two cards of equivalent value are laid down consecutively, but with one card of different value between, example being 5, 7, 5. Top bottom, when the same card as the first card of the set is laid down. So that's like a thick sandwich. Tens, when two cards are played consecutively or with a letter card in between, adds up to 10. For this rule, an ace counts as 1. Example being 3, 7 or ace, king, 9. Okay, so the tens rule can also be a sandwich rule. Yeah, thick sandwich. Jokers. When jokers are used in the game, which should be determined before gameplay begins, anytime someone lays down a joker, the pile can be slapped. 4 in a round, when 4 cards with values in consistent ascending or descending order is placed. So 5, 6, 7, 8, or queen, king, ace, 2. Hold on. If it's queen, king, ace, 2. Oh, right, because play continues if okay, it sounds like ascending order can also turn, because like it can go from king to ace. Marriage, when a queen is placed over or under a king. Okay, I don't like your last example then, because you just said queen, king, ace, 2, when marriage would count for that one, so someone should slap on the queen, king. So instead, your example should be king, ace, 2, 3 for that. Continue play even if you have run out of cards. As long as you don't slap at the wrong time, you are still allowed to slap in and get cards. Everyone should try to stay in the game until you have a single winner who obtains all the cards. Exactly, that was a bad example. Whoever wrote this bicycle cards article giving the rules to the slap rules of Egyptian rat screw, because 4 in a row is an example, and 4 in a row can go up or down, but it can also run the corner. However, there's also a rule called marriage. So if a king or queen is laid consecutively next to each other, that counts as a marriage. So you can slap. And so, but the rule they gave for 4 in a row included queen, king, ace, 2 to show that you can like go around the corner, around the bend. But that works for marriage, so you would actually slap on the queen, king instead of waiting for the ace, 2. So their example, if they wanted to show that, should have been king, ace, 2, 3, or 3, 2, ace, king. Would have been a better example of that, especially because you want to show the descending part of it and the going around corner, like around the bend. So they should have showed descending, because the first example was 5, 6, 7, 8, which was ascending, and then their second one example was also extending. So they should have been 3-2 ace king to show that. It was just bad examples given. The player who has all the cards at the end of the game wins. So that's another fun game. We could play that. You could probably play it first without slapping and then add in the slapping. I feel like would work. Because adding in the slapping adds in a lot more rules. Whereas if you're just starting, you could do just the ace, jack, king, queen rules, where the first one with a face card or an ace gets the pile unless someone can match it. I guess yeah. I feel like this was actually one of the few card games I learned. I just didn't remember, but it was one of the card games my school had a unit of. Or like one of the card games we could learn, and a lot of people wanted to do it because we got to slap each other. Well, we got to slap the table, which had the potential of slapping each other. Vigard, sorry Bootsy is not around too much right now. I don't know how much he will be around, because I have a cold, so I have some Vicks Vapor Rub on my chest, and that kind of bothers him. It also bothers me, and I constantly feel like I have to sneeze, but at least I can breathe. Kind of. But yeah, we're working on a different hexagon card, Hexi-Cardi, than what I was doing last stream because they ran out of yarn. And the store didn't have it. Are you sure about that? Hold on. I'm gonna be right back. Alright, I'm back. Amazon called me. They tried to make a delivery today and couldn't get into my building, so they didn't deliver it. And they decided that they needed to call me to see what the issue was. Well, they didn't have a key to get into my building, which weirdly has never been an issue before. Like, Amazon typically delivers no matter what. But, like, I appreciate they didn't just leave it outside because it's a book, and so and it was raining today, so I would prefer it not to be left outside. So, I don't know. But yeah, it was Amazon calling me. I also took a little bit longer because I was like, I'm gonna need you to email me to verify that you're actually Amazon because you just randomly called me. I'm not gonna give out my information. So I just updated my instructions to be like, if the weather is good, you can leave it outside. But I would prefer they don't. I don't care how delayed this item is either. It's not like pressing matter to get to it. But it's a book, so I don't like want it left outside in the rain. Oh shoot. I'm supposed to do something different this round. Okay. I'm still good. I'm still good. Right. Make sure I'm at 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. It's a book for my class. It's about preaching. Like, how to be a better preacher kind of stuff. This one specifically is a lot about making sure you know the Bible. And, you know, every time you're reading the Bible, like, even your daily devotions can be, like, written down because it could be used, in, like, what you write could be used in the future for a sermon. Which, like, mixed opinions on because if you're reading the Bible for personal devotions, you want it to be like in personal growth, and you might note down thoughts that nah we're sharing, but at the same time, like anything you consume that grows you or changes you will inevitably impact the kind of messages you write or present. So also yes, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, it's a very Presbyterian approach, which is funny because a lot of the books we have been reading so far in the class haven't been super Presbyterian approach. But still good, still good. Oof. I might have to also remind myself how to do this process because I did it a little bit differently than the creator did, or the last time. Ooh, I do also want to share something. I bought some yarn. I know. Hold on. I bought some yarn So when I was working on this first hexagon cardigan and ran out of yarn, I went to Walmart to try to find some more. They also didn't have it, but they had 4 peaches and cream stripies in this lavender meadow, and it's just so pretty. I was like, well, it's also so like it's 100% cotton, but like this is a really soft cotton. Like I've worked with peaches and cream before, and it was not this soft. I literally touched this and I was like, peaches and cream is cotton. I'm gonna use this because it's so soft. And so I have 4 more. I'm thinking I might make some sleeves with it. That's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. Because it's not enough to like make, you know, a hexagon cardigan, but I think it might be enough for some sleeves. So I think I might do that. Next project, already in mind. Teehee. And then I might make some more pants. I have some yarn to make some pants that I reminded myself of. So, might do some more flared pants. I'm on side 3, and I'm 95% sure I have to go to 4. Hold on. Let me... Hold on. I'm trying to find my... I have a tab somewhere that has my tutorial that for this. Who are you? Oh. Okay, I'm gonna keep working. Because we have to get to 4. Okay. I have it where I'll need it. So, when I get through the last 2 rows. Ugh. There we go. We're on this last round, and then there we go. Work into this last round. Okay, what do I do now? Okay, that's what we got. We're gonna do our fold. Hold on, let me kind of. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to pin these two quick. And just do like a vibe check if I feel like it's long enough or like wide enough. Yeah. This is a wide enough sleeve. I think I went 18 on this cardigan, and now it's like comically long. So, I want to make sure that I'm doing it right, man. I'm doing it right. No, I managed to split my yarn while doing that. Okay. Got my L shape. They did not chain beforehand. Okay. And then we slip stitch. Okay. I know what I'm doing now. I just wanted to like check my like chaining and stuff, make sure that was right. So unlike this side, or my original one, I was not turning this one. I wanted to try a different cardigan pattern just to kind of see which vibe I like better. It's not the same yarn, but I still kind of wanted to like see what I like better. This one, you don't turn the project, and you go up around at the corner. I think the big difference this is going to cause is it's going to now spiral when I continue adding length to the sleeves and such. But other than that, it shouldn't be too big of a difference. It also was an interesting, I like what it did, but it was an interesting way to join. It's a half double crochet join, instead of a slip stitch. And what that actually did is it put your hook right in the middle of like a chain, whereas slip stitch would put you at the end of the corner. So I kind of like how that like worked out. This slip chip join method is the same method I did on the last one. The only real difference is because last round, or this one, I actually was not working in the corner. I was working in like the middle of a round. So after I finished joining the top, and I also had to start joining on a different row than the fourth, but after I started joining from the top, I had to still continue finishing that round. But it put the bottom seam right here, which I do kind of like, of like turning the project method, is you have that seam decently hidden. The other thing I'm thinking of this project, also, I'm definitely going to have enough of this yarn, because I haven't even finished these balls of yarn on the Like these are still the same 2 balls of yarn that I started with for this project. But words are escaping me. Hold on. Where was I going with this? Hold on. Oh yeah, I have a bunch of this yarn still. But what I plan to do is continue adding length, though. Like, I'll add length to the bottom and the sleeve. But then on the opposite side, I'm going to, like, this one I started with purple. I think I'm going to start with the green on the opposite side. Okay, what did they do when they got to the... So this kind of seems like this. Okay, and then I've slip stitched like it told me to. Hold on. Oh. Okay. Stacked. Okay. Oop, went into the wrong space. I do go into this space. We're learning here, guys. We're learning / remembering because I did it slightly different last time. Hello, butterfly. How are you doing? We're working on a new hexagon cardigan. We're finishing our first sleeve. Well, we're starting to add length to our first sleeve. Ooh, spring cleaning, very fun. The first day of spring is going to, or, well, daylight savings. So it's not about the first day of spring. But daylight savings time is this weekend, so make sure you set your clocks accordingly. I'm doing a very spring colored hexagon cardigan. Um, 3 bedrooms and a bathroom done. Nice. All the windows in this room. Ooh, nice, nice. Very, very exciting getting those done. I am working on a different hexagon cardigan than what I was working on last week. Not because I finished that one, but because I ran out of that yarn. Walmart didn't have it. I'm hoping the Walmart by my parents has it. They usually do. If they really don't and I just can't find it, I'll just order on Lions Brand, see if it's cheaper. Who knows? I probably should look to see if I should just order it on Lions Brand anyway, because it might just be cheaper directly from them. 4 kitchen trash bags. Whew! Quite a bit. That's nice. That's nice. It's a solid cleaning day. I like it. I did my deep clean last weekend. I just stuck to myself. Deep cleaned. I think I had a bunch of recycling. I'm more recycling than garbage, but it was a lot of bootsy stuff cleaning. So like a big deep clean on the bathroom, because that's where his litter box and stuff is. So like I changed the litter, but I also like cleaned the litter box itself. You know, the best task. The most gag-inducing task, if you ask me. Okay, and how do they finish this round? I'm starting my decreases right away too. Yeah, I really like these very springy colors though. It's one of those things where like I feel like through camera it comes through really muddy. Like, but it's like very like kitty. yeah, if you notice, I'm very snuffly. I am sick. It sucks, but what can you do? Um, I will say I did try a different method first. So this one, this one just like feels very muddy. I wanted more of the striping vibe, so I switched to doing 2 rows of one color and then switching instead of 1 row and switching every other row. So that one, I just haven't frogged it yet because my plan is I'll frog it and use the colors right away. So that is the hold on removing that one. But yeah, I got through a large portion of it, and then I was looking and I was like, I really am not loving these colors. And so I paused, grabbed new balls of yarn, and started with this striping method. And then Sunday I went to like people and was like, which do you prefer, left or right? And I had them pick, and everyone picked this one. So I was like, yeah, I also feel that. And so I was like, I'm just gonna keep going with this one. I do have Vapor Rub, so I think that's kind of keeping Bootsy from being super cuddly up next to me because I think it also bothers him on my chest. So he's in the room. He is just in his corner next to the mannequin. This weekend, I'm doing a girls' sleepover with a bunch of my coworkers. So we're gonna be having fun with that. Also, we got the decorations from last week up. We've got a little stand that's adjusted. I did add one more decoration to my desk in front of me. It's this little foxy guy. I got him for my birthday. It's very cute. It's like a little like trinket holder, but it's like super small, so it can like hold like one ring. So it's just cute on my desk now. But everything fits nicely. I have space to actually put a Kleenex box in front of me right now. It does tip. I do have like a fancier like. I do have a Kleenex box holder that I typically have my Kleenex box on, but because I'm grabbing for it more often, I wanted to have it closer by. Is my mic sounding weird? I'm going back playing back the VOD quick. Because I was just notified that my mic's sounding weird. Is it like a clicking sound? A squeaking sound? What are we hearing? If it's a slight squeaking sound, was it that sound? If it's that sound, then it's the yarn squeaking. Oh. No, it's popping. You're right. You're right, there was some popping there. I just heard it. Hmm. Are you popping? I'm gonna set my mic up to be cued a bit. It's gonna make me talk a little bit weird because it's like I'm hearing myself delayed in my own audio. To see if I can catch the popping happening in my mic live. I do only have the mic set to cue, so hopefully I can catch it doing it. Otherwise it might bother me to hear too much, so I might have to stop at some point. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking, try to stitch, and then I'm gonna go over and see. I'm still not hearing the popping that we were hearing earlier. I'm not sure why we were getting the popping though. I haven't heard it in a second, so I don't know what is causing that. I guess I don't know what's causing it, so we just live and pretend it's not happening for now, and then we hope it doesn't happen again because it's weird. I might have to unplug and plug back in if it keeps happening though, and I don't want to do that because that seems like a lot of work, and I'm not feeling like doing a lot of work like that right now. So I'm just gonna keep going then. I'm gonna turn off the cue because it's weird to me. No, I said turn off the cue. Thank you. Hearing my echo bothers me immensely. Oh, hi, baby. Aha. We got a booty back. Hi. Yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, do you know what? I got something really cute. Hopefully Bootsy doesn't like try to eat this. But I got this drawing. It says, "Thank you, Lord, for my cat." And this is me and Bootsy. And then this is the apparent house that I live in. Very cute that we all live into the... And this was drawn for me by a little girl in my class. And each week I show her photos of Bootsy. And so she drew that for me and gave it to me after class on Tuesday. Yeah, Booty, you have a fan. You have a fan, Booty. You have a lot of fans. Everyone that meets you loves you, so. You got fans. My flower's growing. You can see it in the background. I'd move and get it, but I got a cat in the lap. Ball of yarn felt. Sup, sir? Look at my little dude being a little guy. Yeah. He was like really bothered by the Vicks rub. My knee. Last night, so I'm glad he's not as bothered right now by it. Because I really need it. Oh, you got little fur on your face. Let's keep it out of your eye. Yeah. Booty, are you cute? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. He's our cutie. You're so handsome. Yeah, he's our handsome cutie cute on stream. Well, I guess we're taking a crochet break to pet the cat. That might have also been because this little girl also just got a cat, so that might have been a drawing of her cat and me. Don't know. It was just really cute that she drew that for me. All right, let's see if we can keep working. He's looking, sir. Okay, there we go. Let's just keep working. All right, there we go. Getting back into the groove with the cat in the lip. Sir. All right. Hold on, I need water break. I need water. There we go. Yeah, you're being cute. Bootsy's just a cutie. Tootie, aren't you? Sir, 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 sir. Boop. Sir, 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 sir. Sure. There we go. Yeah, we got a cutesy bootsy. Right. The cutesy bootsy is gone now. Sad. Yeah. I have no idea where he's gone. Some adventure outside the room, I think, though. Okay. There we go. He's a cat. He does his own thing sometimes. You know, I guess we can allow it. go. There we go. Oh. Ooh, Hearthstone Battleground. Fun. Ooh. Yeah, I gotta look at my Steam library. Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself quick. Does your room even have space for your gaming setup? I feel like you need to adjust things. Just a bit. Are you going back to that full lofted, or you could do like a raised bed and then have like your storage underneath, and where your like storage now is, that could be your gaming setup. But you also need to get your projector set up then, if you really want to be up and up. Should check my... So I've been playing Resident Evil Biohazard, right? And I have 15 of 58 achievements. I didn't know I could do that. Oh, well. Oh, well. Okay, I'm almost there with that. I don't think I might get that, once I get my grenade launcher. Or once I actually use my grenade launcher. I feel like you need to do, like, a raised bed, and then you have to get... I don't know, because I don't know if I'll be able to, because I'm probably not going to be able to. Because a lot of the achievements are for the DLC, which I believe I have. I believe I have the DLC as well. Yeah, I have... Hold on, do I? I'm checking. I'm putting in my birthday. This guy will know how old I am. No, I don't have all the DLC, so I will not be able to get 100% of the achievements, and I don't really feel like buying all the DLC. demo for this? I might have to play the demo of Servant of the Lake, though. That is part of the Rusty Lake series that might be, once I finish this, what I do next. Could do some Pony Island. Pony Island has 20 achievements, which seems achievable. But after playing Resident Evil, I might want to try Outlast. Maybe get back into, maybe actually finish, what's the game? It's a game I've played, I've talked about it before. I'm not seeing it. I know I have it. Not Prey. Alien Isolation, that's what it's called. I could try finishing Alien Isolation. Granted, I don't know if it's, like, my save is gonna still exist. Yes, you are great at handling any scary games. You are immune to jump scares 100% of the time whenever you play scary games. That is 100% true, and I'm not lying at all. You're not scared of anything. No problem. I've never once seen you jump at a mild jump scare that happens every single time. Never once. I'm shocked anyone could think you would. I have jumped in Alien Isolation. It's typically when there's a mold directly around the corner, or not Alien, in Biohazard. It's typically when there's a mold directly around the corner. I have also just like ran full sprint into like one of the main two, like multiple times into the main two like enemies. Like I just straight up ran into Marguerite and Jack at some point, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm fine. My pants are fine. I don't know why anyone would say otherwise. Okay. I'm gonna do my decreasing round. Is that how I did this last time? How did I do this one? Okay. I did my decreases. Oh, where's my seam? Oh, here's my seam. Okay. It was a V, 3. Okay, so it was 2 rounds. So V, 2 rounds, and then a V again. I've been like looking at Misfit Market and it's like, oh, should I? But also like, Alright, have fun, don't pull in. Ugh. Have I lost the stream? Looks like it reset my stream. Ah, shucks. Oh well. Yeah, it did. My internet didn't go out, but like the stream fully went out. Don't know. I don't know. Silly stream, you're right. Let's just hope it doesn't. Oh. Oop. Ugh. Okay. go. Okay, it's decreasing nicely. we got that subtle decrease. Ooh. Trying to get back in time. No! Not the game. Yay! You got back in. Let's go. What game you playing? Peaceful streaming with the stress was crazy. Oh yeah, that you said that earlier. Hee hee, I forgot. Hee hee. I don't know what this game is or anything that happens in that, so Sorry, I'm not talking a lot right now. My like throat is starting to get sore again, and I can feel my voice going out. We can hear my voice going out. Uh, so true. Uh, Not again! How dare it? That's so rude. How dare Hearthstone Battleground do that to you? Did you get back in? A third time? Sounds like tonight's not the night for Hearthstone. You could do some Pumpkin Panic Nightmare mode. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. You don't want to do Nightmare mode? Ooh, exciting. Second place is solid. I'm out of water, guys. I'm just drying out over here. I haven't used them yet. They're still in the closet. Oh, big yawn. No, I'm good. Big yawn. Where'd it go? Yeah, he will not be playing with these as I can control it. Caught. Busted. Bootsy, you be busted. Don't buy peacocks. Don't buy peacocks. You should not buy them. Sure, it is funny. That's a lot. I don't think peacocks were allowed where I lived. Like, you couldn't own a peacock in the town I grew up in. Ow, sir. Sir. Okay, you don't want me to crochet, do you? How about we... There we go. We leaned back. That makes sense though. Honestly, chickens are like really noisy. They can become quite pesty in certain areas, and like it can create disturbances in areas. Yeah, my cousin does has chickens, and they do kind of smell. I do enjoy good chicken. Roasted chicken is like my favorite. So do eggs. Until you realize you're eating eggs, then it can get weird. Like, I can do 3.5 eggs, scrambled eggs before I realize I'm eating eggs, and it's like, well, I'll finish 4, but. is this video? Weird. We're pushing through it, working on getting these sleeves down. Oh no! I goofed! I goofed! I don't have to go back too far. Sir, you're being rude. Sir, you're being rude. Sir, hey! Bootsy! Sir, leave my paper alone. Hey, leave this paper alone. This is not paper for you. No! No! Ah! Thank you. Hold on. Bootsy be out here staring at me. So I be staring back. It's a big yawn. But I think you're right. It's probably time to go to bed. It's 9 o'clock. I'll accept your negotiation. Alright, so we didn't finish the sleeve today. I was kind of hoping we would, but we're almost there in the sense of We're almost to the ribbing. Honestly. So in that I did 27 rows to get to the ribbing. And here 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Bro, what? Where the armpits are. Okay. I've lined up the armpits. Let me Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, this is 15. And that one's 14, maybe 15 again. So okay. See, this one's only 11. I might be frogging back a bit. I think I'm gonna frog back to here. Oh, this is too wide though. I think I'm gonna have to do something very sad and undo literally all the work from today. It's fine. It'll work out in the end. I'll be able to save like 1 row. 2 rows, technically. I want to decrease a bit more aggressively. Just every 2 rows isn't working. I think I need to do it every other, and because it's spiraling, every other does kind of actually work. I'd been debating this whole time I was working. It's fine. This is how projects without a pattern work, you know? That is just the fate of working without a pattern, you know? So, first row's here. But yeah, it is what it is. It'll work. It'll work out. Because I'm decreasing more aggressively, it should also work up a bit faster next time. Because there's going to be less stitches per round more often, or more quickly. It's the other downside of also like not liking how it looks to decrease. Sir. Hey, don't drink that water. we're gonna... Sir. Alright. With this, I think we look for a channel to raid, and I'm gonna get water and crash into bed. I think that's a good plan. Because I am what the kids would call tired. No, nothing's loading. Hey, let's check out some diamond art. Hold on, this seems interesting. Alright, I think we're gonna start rating this channel. They seem interesting. They're doing some cross stitch. Very fun. It's probably going to be... Alright, let us raid now. Thank y'all for joining me. I will see you all next stream. Bye! Alright, and YouTube, thank you for joining. Bye!